How do you like my new t-shirt? I got it by His Star on Hollywood Boulevard. Something's very strange going on with my computer, but let's give it another try. Anyhow, on Thursday I was at work and I got a text right before the lunchtime saying that Brandon Howard, was at the courthouse showing his support for what was going on. And so I left for lunch early and I ran practically all the way there, and I found him in the cafeteria and we talked a little bit about the concert that he's giving on October 15th in Henderson, Nevada. All the proceeds will be going to the Lily Claire Foundation, and I'll put links underneath, links about what the Lily Claire Foundation does, links to buy tickets to the concert. So if you're moved to, you can actually buy a ticket and the money will go to Lily Claire. And if you're leaving from Los Angeles to go out that way and you need somebody or want somebody to, or you don't mind somebody tagging along to share the expenses, please private message me. You'll get to see this incredible performer, and you will also, from what I understand, the cost of the ticket will also get you into the fair that's going on there. I bought my ticket because I believe in thinking positive, that I want to go, so if I buy the ticket, the universe will provide for me a way to get there. And if I don't, I know that the money is going to a good cause. Anyhow, I also wanted to talk about the interesting observation that I made yesterday when I was at the courthouse. I had the day off, so I spent the entire day there, and it was about lunchtime when Laura and I started walking over to get something to eat, and here are all these news stations camped out at the courthouse where the Michael Jackson trial is going on. Not that I don't think that's news, not that I don't think that's important. Of course, you know I do. But as we got to the next corner, and she's 25 years old, she makes the comment, "Look at this. It looks like I've gone back to the hippie generation." Because at the federal building there it was virtually a tent city in support of the Wall Street takeover protest that's going on. And I didn't see many news cameras across the street or on the street where that was taking place. So it's really interesting what this society has become, that all these news vultures are there trying to cover celebrity news rather than over there trying to cover what's happened to 99% of this country. And I'm a little passionate about this because I'm part of that 99%. If I hate to bring it up, but if you read my book, you know that the reason I got caught up into this Michael Jackson thing is because of all the loss and all the hits that I took because of what's going on with the banks and what happened 2008, 2009, and, of course, I truly believe the banks were taking their lead from either another government or something that's been controlling the global economy. And are they controlling it for the better? Are they controlling it for the better of the people? It doesn't look that way, does it? So, yeah, I think most of those news cameras, reporters, should have been on the next block, in spite of the fact that you know how I feel about this Michael Jackson trial. And I think that news pertains to more of the country than this news. I'm sorry, but I just do. So, having said what I needed to say, getting back to the trial. So I didn't get into the courtroom, and I don't know what was going on, but it was, in the afternoon, and we were in the hallway, and we don't exactly know what was said inside the courtroom that triggered this. But all of a sudden, Reby Jackson and her daughter comes out of the courtroom, and her daughter is visibly upset. She walks up the hallway. She goes into the area that would have led into the woman's bathroom, and she appeared to be crying. She was covering her face, and Reby was down there talking to the guards, and she looked as upset. So that was a little interesting. We tried to talk to people to find out what had happened that triggered that. It was Conrad Murray's recording, his deposition, but what could have possibly been said to have made her so upset that hasn't actually been said already? I don't know. I didn't hear it, and I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. So that was a little disconcerting, needless to say. But getting back to better news, B. Howard, Brandon Howard, his first U.S. concert, you can be there. And if you can't, buy a ticket anyway and support a good cause.